Of all the people who were thanked, the one person who has not been thanked yet tonight is the president of Congregation or Torah, Nathan Thomas. Nathan carried this forward, and even in the face of what we thought was the end of the concert, he continued to persevere, and we made it happen thanks to him, and thanks to all who were so involved and engaged in making it a reality. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Eli Katz, who is on the production side from Eretz Yisrael. What Nathan does not know is that just before COVID, Eli was in Chicago, and he did an event at Or Torah. It was 2020, and I said to him, Eli, I heard you're the manager for Ishay Ribo. And he said, yes. I said, can you get him to come to Chicago? Can you get him? We want to bring him to a shul event. And he looked at me. I think he was about to laugh. Little did we know what would happen in the intervening years. But here we are tonight. And it's great to be here with you tonight to celebrate music. The first thing that was actually an export from the land of Israel in Jewish history, the export, was actually a patriarch, a father, Yaakov Avinu, Jacob, saying to his children, very simply, Kchu Mizimrat Haaretz. In English, it means take from the fruits of the land. They took some plants, balm, they took spices, they took a little bit of honey, and with that, they went out into exile to go down into Egypt to meet the viceroy of Egypt, Yosef. Kchu Mizimrat Haaretz has another connotation. It also means, as the sages teach, Zimrat Haaretz is the fruits of the land, because people write songs about the beautiful fruits of the land of Israel. Kchu Mizimrat Haaretz, the Yaakov Shimoni says, Shakom Mizamrin Aleihem. People write songs even about the fruits, about the harvest, the bounty, the produce. Many centuries later, the prophet Yechezkel, at a dark time in Jewish history, would speak the words, Vatem Harei Yisrael, and you, mountains of Israel, V'anpechem titnu firichem tisa la'ami Yisrael ki kirvu lavo. Someday the branches and the fruits will deliver produce again from the land of Israel. It seemed so impossible in the days of Yechezkel. It seemed impossible for the better part of 20 centuries. But as the Talmud teaches in Masachet Sanhedrin, Rabbi Abba says, Ein lecha ketz megula mizeh. When the fruits of the land of Israel, when the harvest and the bounty and the produce is given forth from the land, that tells you that we are in an incredible time. A time toward the end of history, a time on the cusp of redemption. But the bounty of the land of Israel, my friends, is not just the 7 species or oranges. There's another harvest from the land of Israel when the Jewish people returns home, and that's the harvest of prayer and of Torah and of the Hebrew language and of the language of a people that learns to sing again. And the person we'll hear from tonight is an incredible singer-songwriter who interweaves verses, statements of the sages of blessed memory, from Talmud, the piyutim, the various liturgical poems, from across the ages. He blends them and makes them into a soundtrack of a generation, Mizimrat Haaretz, and everyone can rally around them. Dear friends, if you're here tonight, whether you're Jewish or not, you certainly know that when the Jewish people go to exile, they ask themselves a rhetorical, plaintive, poignant question. How are we going to continue to sing the songs, godly songs, when we're on foreign land? Well, that question's been answered, friends, in our generation. And in fact, in this very room, we're about to experience it again. Instead of songs emanating from people who lived all over the points of the globe, from Morocco and all the way to Minsk, from areas in Norway and all the way down to the Horn of Africa, we've all waited for the time when we would get the music back. We would find our groove again, Al Admat Kodesh. The first export was Kchu Mizimrat Haaretz Bichleichem. Put the things you're taking from the land into your vessels. Carry them quietly, surreptitiously. Hold them close until you need them. But now it's all meguleh. It's visible. It's manifest. It's palpable. And it's so sweet. Our beloved guest tonight and his incredible musicians are all part of a great a great movement in Jewish history. We're living through these days right now. We're bringing Jews closer together to each other. Jews who may not agree on very much, but they can agree on song. It's connecting Jewish people to the land of Israel and the state of Israel, interweaving words of Torah, of psukim, of piyutim, ma'amari chazal, benigunim chadashim, with new tunes. The Kates Megula is not just mountains blossoming. It's Jewish souls finding their voice again. And in our generation, thanks to Ishay Ribo and others like him, the land now shares its musical produce as an export and brings it to us tonight. Vein lecha Kates Megula mizeh. Few things can rival that open sign of an end of days time. Tonight, when we have the merit to hear Mizimrat Haaretz, we hear it live. I don't know about you, but mostly I hear it on MP3s on Spotify or through Apple Music or on YouTube. But there's no such thing as comparing something that's recorded than to having something that is Yotzei min halev nichnas halev. The sages teach that which emanates from our heart goes into the hearts that receive it. And that's why it's so special to be here with you tonight, to celebrate this great moment, to be together. May the music rising from Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel, reach us here. May it give us chizuk, awaken our longing, deepen our emunah, and bring us closer to each other, as we just said a few days ago, ki ish echad b'lev echad, like one person with one heart. From the Sifrei Kodesh to the Siftei Mamlachet Kohanim v'Goy Kadosh, thanks to that which we will hear tonight. I urge you in a moment of celebration that we together heed the call of Yaakov Avinu, Jacob, our patriarch, to his children at the very beginning of Jewish history. Kchu Mizimrat Haaretz. Take from the music of the land. Ubaruch shezachinu, blessed is he who gave us the opportunity and the merit. Lekabel echad mizamarei haaretz, hamevi lanu mizimrat haaretz. Blessed is the one who gave us the opportunity tonight to celebrate together, to receive one of the great singer-songwriters of the land of Israel, who will bring us the music of Israel. Enjoy the night.
Thank you, Rabbi Engel. You may have noticed there's one other name on the sign with us. This is a special organization from Israel that's also sponsoring tonight's concert. We have Nir Solomon here.